want you to know. No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I'm a...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Uptown Charlotte at rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the New York Giants. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. McCaffrey, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. To throw is Newton. Pass incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey, and he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Fights off the defender. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out. Before he knew it, he had hit the sideline. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the gun, Gilbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Saquon Barkley deep to return. On 1st down, Loletta. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The 4-time All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On 2nd down, here's Laletta. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Laletta on 3rd down. It's caught, Shepard. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Laletta. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Laletta on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now the first running back drafted this year, it's Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Dontari Poe breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Laletta looking to throw on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Down to the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Leopard!
Here's Laletta now on 2nd. And it's incomplete. The safety, Ross Cockrell, there to knock that one away.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Now, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Aldrick Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Looking to throw on second down. Gilbert over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Gilbert is going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Now let's go. 3-19.
On second down, McCaffrey looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. So now a 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs.
Leopard.
Operating from the gun. Gilbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Flush to his right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Leopard!
They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Leopard!
Here's a give to Barkley. And some room to roam now. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go.
They'll go to Barkley again, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The Giants on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
Out of the gun, Lauletta. Steps away to his left. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Running left, it's Barkley. And now running right through it. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets him back for second down.
I mean, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that, and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 11 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Rosas puts this one through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum? Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw on second down, Gilbert. He's going to float this one deep right side, and this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there, 76 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gano out to kick this one away. And here's Lewis. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And brought in by Jarrell Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Now Stewart on first down. Oh, now he bowls him over. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Lauletta. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Lauletta looking for a first down throw. It's caught. Beckham stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll fake it. Now Lauletta. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this third down play takes place. as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now it's Barkley. So he got free at one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Aldrick Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on second down. Gilbert, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. The Panthers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Gilbert. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Take it at the 37. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's Lauletta. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. second half begins with a run from Barkley. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Here's Lauletta. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Throwing on third down, Lauletta. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Fielded at the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
Hurry up, here we go!
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. To throw on second down. Gilbert. And caught left side. Olsen. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun on third down. Gilbert. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now out come the Giants. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
From the end zone, Lauletta. The left side throw complete to Adams. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Lauletta to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Fighting through pressure. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Laletta now to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Leopard! Leopard!
From the gun, Gilbert. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Laletta fresh off the pick 6. Dancing to his left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Laletta, he'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good pick up there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Back to throw, Laletta. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Leopard! Gun! 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 Gun!
On first down, Laletta. This is Shepard on the catch. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, here's Laletta. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. A little second effort there on this strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
All right, here we go. Green.
Now it's Laletta. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. They go play action here on first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings them up.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And we're back now in Charlotte, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing after the interception. Gilbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. I'm coming. Watch twist.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Gilbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and pick it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
And Olsen over the middle. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Throwing on first down. Gilbert taking a shot for Samuel. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing again. Gilbert. And that'll be incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
Eli Apple was a top 10 pick in the 2016 draft, and one of the reasons, his ability to get better, because remember, he's a young guy, and they just figured he could go ahead and grow. A redshirt sophomore when he came out, he's growing at a pretty good rate. How about that play right there?
Very nice pass deflection.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-9.
On third down, Gilbert. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dalvin Tomlinson able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets for
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Lauletta now on 2nd. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. The shotgun snap to Lauletta. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Thomas Davis able to get him for a loss of about 3.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. This is 3rd and long. Here's Lauletta. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mario Addison. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he fields it cleanly. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Look, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Gilbert. Incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hurry up, here we go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Lauletta after the interception. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, heck of a move. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Carolina getting set to take the field.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll look to throw. And the tight end Olsen, right side. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
This quarterback now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Set. Green, 39.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by kalel8402's. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's now 3 turnovers in this second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe trite, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3, you're really putting your team in jeopardy.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Giants on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. Barkley. Down right around the 25. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. This is fielded a couple yards. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Gilbert. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On 1st down, Gilbert. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the